Good morning there, folks, and happy St. Patrick's Day. Falche gu and liorlaun. Welcome to the library. That's Scottish and Irish Gaelic. Hope you all enjoyed that tune. That was the March of the Midnight Ocean Bull, a traditional Irish tune. And I am playing the Scottish small pipes this morning. So this is a type of bagpipe. It's actually played in Scotland, but bagpipes are played all around the world. They're played in Scotland and in Ireland and in Britain and in Cape Breton in Nova Scotia and Brittany in France and Galicia in Spain. There are bagpipes all over the world. So this is just one. And the way that this bagpipe works, let me talk to you a little bit about that. So I've got a bag here that goes under my arm, and under my other arm I have a bellows, and that's where my air comes from. So I pump the bellows, and the air goes through this tube into the bag. Then I squeeze the bag, and the air comes out here in the chanter, and also here in the drones. Now inside the chanter and each of the drones, there's a reed. So two pieces of wood together, a little piece of wood, and when the air moves through that reed, the wood vibrates together really quickly like this. And that's what makes the sound. So there's a reed there in the chanter, and then there's a reed in each of these drones. And to tune the drones, I have to pull them out, these tubes, a little bit further out in order to make the tune, the pitch, lower, or push it in order to make the pitch a little bit higher. So lower, flat, push it in to make it higher, sharp. So that's a little bit about the bagpipes there, folks. Now, let me just put my pipes down, and we're going to be reading some fantastic stories today for St. Patrick's Day, my favorite holiday. So, St. Patrick's Day is a day to celebrate Irish culture. Things like Irish music and storytelling and language, and we've already had a little bit of the music and the language already. We learned how to say welcome in Irish Gaelic. That's falche. Can you say that with me? Falche. Welcome. So always important to be welcoming here at the library. Everyone is welcome. And St. Patrick's Day is also a really great day to talk about the immigration experience. You might be wondering, why are we celebrating St. Patrick's Day about Ireland when we're over here in America? Well, a long time ago, many Irish came across the Atlantic Sea over here to America to make a better life for themselves and their families. So it's a really great day to think about also the immigration experience. And of course, an immigrant is someone who comes from another country and travels to another country. So, yeah, it's a great day to think about that. Well, we've got some wonderful stories for you today. There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Clover is our first. And it's by Lucille Colandro, illustrated by Jared Lee. The reading of this book is by permission of Scholastic. Now, you might know this song. There was an old woman who swallowed a fly. There was an old woman who swallowed a fly. But I don't know why she swallowed that fly. So this is a variation on that song. So feel free to join in if you know the tune. There was an old lady who swallowed a clover. Of course, the clover is a sign of Ireland, and also a really great symbol of St. Patrick's Day as well. Now, and a great symbol for springtime. After all, it is a beautiful spring day out there. The snow is melting, the sun is shining, and green things like clovers will be growing soon. There was an old lady who swallowed a clover. but I don't know why she swallowed the clover, but she didn't roll over. There was an old lady who swallowed a daisy. She wasn't lazy when she swallowed the daisy. She swallowed the daisy to brighten the clover. I don't know why she swallowed the clover, but she didn't roll over. So how many things do we have in her stomach now? We have 1, 2. There was an old lady who swallowed a butterfly. She did not sigh when she swallowed the butterfly. She swallowed the butterfly to rest on the daisy. She swallowed the daisy to brighten the clover. I don't know why she swallowed the clover, but she didn't roll over. There was an old lady who swallowed a bird. It wasn't absurd when she swallowed that bird. She swallowed the bird to glide with the butterfly. She swallowed the butterfly to rest on the daisy. She swallowed the daisy to brighten the clover. But I don't know why she swallowed the clover, but she didn't roll over. There was an old lady who swallowed a pot. Believe it or not, she swallowed that pot. Whoa. She swallowed the pot to carry the bird. She swallowed the bird to glide with the butterfly. She swallowed the butterfly to rest on the daisy. She swallowed the daisy to brighten the clover. But I don't know why she swallowed that clover, but she didn't roll over. How many things do we have in her stomach now? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things in her stomach. Now, how many things in her stomach have wings? Let's see. Wings, they can fly. We've got the butterfly, we've got the bird. 1, 2. Now, are there more things in her stomach with wings or without wings? Let's see. There are 1, 2 things with wings. And how many things without wings? We've got the daisy, we've got the clover, and we've got the pot. So we've got 3. 3 things that don't have wings. 3 is bigger than 2. So there are more things without wings in her stomach. There was an old lady who swallowed some gold. It wasn't cold, all that shiny gold. She swallowed the gold to fill up the pot. She swallowed the pot to carry the bird. She swallowed the bird to glide with the butterfly. She swallowed the butterfly to rest on the daisy. She swallowed the daisy to brighten the clover. But I don't know why she swallowed the clover, but she didn't roll over. Oh, what do you think we're going to do with that pot full of gold? Let's see. There was an old lady who swallowed a fiddle. It is a riddle why she swallowed a fiddle. She started to dance, and before she was done, a wee leprechaun joined in the fun. Ha ha! As they twirled high and low, she giggled so much, out popped a rainbow. Oh, there's a rainbow in everything that she ate. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Got the rainbow. There's the leprechaun with the clover. Wasn't that a fantastic little story there, folks? A lot of elements of St. Patrick's Day are right there in that book. Well, I'm going to go and grab our second book. I'll be right back. Hold on just a moment. Oh my goodness, did you just see that? Whoa, what was that little green man? Was that a leprechaun? Well, our next story is about leprechauns. The Leprechaun Under the Bed. By Teresa Bateman, illustrated by Paul Meisel. The reading of this book is by permission of Holiday House. The Leprechaun Under the Bed. Brian O'Shea enjoyed his privacy. A leprechaun can be alone without being lonely, he liked to say. Indeed, he would know, for he made a snug home beneath the ground in an out-of-the-way spot. There's Brian. And there he is working on a shoe, because of course you know that leprechauns are fairy shoemakers. They mend the shoes for the fairies, who pay for them with gold, and that's how leprechauns get all the gold that they hide in their pots. But time went on. Big, tall human people moved nearer and nearer, until one day a man named Sean MacDonald started building a stone cottage right overhead. Brian tried leprechaun magic to stop Sean. He made Sean see headless ghosts and even a banshee rising from the foundation stones of his new cottage. Ooh, there are the ghosts. There's the leprechaun hiding behind the bush. But his plan backfired. It's just like my sainted mother always told me, Sean declared in delight. The land of Ireland is full of magic and surprises. All too soon, a fine cottage stood over Brian's home, so the leprechaun built a door under Sean's bed. There's that door under the bed. I was wondering how the leprechaun was going to be under the bed. One moonlit night, on moonlit nights, Brian would cobble outside. Cobbling is shoemaking. When it rained, he worked under Sean's bed, deliberately disturbing the man's sleep. Yet he didn't wish to be discovered, so if Sean moved, Brian would whisper, "Now don't you be fretting your wee little head. It's only the cat under the bed." You can see he's fast asleep, and there's that leprechaun under the bed. After a week of restless nights, Sean decided he had to know why he wasn't sleeping so well. He went to bed as usual, But though his eyes were closed, his ears were open. At midnight, the tapping began. Tap, 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 tap. And Sean sat bolt upright. "Now don't you be frettin' your wee little head. It's only the cat under the bed," he heard from below. Yes, of course, the cat." Sean yawned and settled back under the covers. Then his eyes flew open. "I don't have a cat," he thought. "And even if I did, who ever heard of a talking cat?" Tap, 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 tap. So what was under the bed? The answer popped into his head. Sean smiled. His mother had always said that a leprechaun in the house was a fine piece of luck. Luck he couldn't afford to lose. The next morning, Sean made a stirabout for breakfast and placed a bowl of it under the bed for the cat. At lunch, the bowl was empty, so he put in some stew. From that day on, every time he filled his own plate, he added a bit to the bowl under the bed. Isn't that nice? There's that leprechaun enjoying a little bit of porridge, a little bit of oatmeal. Maybe you had oatmeal for breakfast this morning. Porridge. That's a popular breakfast over in Ireland and in Scotland. Oh, and I can see that there's a musical instrument, a harp, there in the background. Sean was a hard-working man, but his small farm produced barely enough. Times grew hard, and times grew harder, until there came a day when Sean went to bed with both his stomach and his bowl empty. There he is, on his farm. There's only one small wee potato there in his basket. The next morning, a gold coin gleamed in the middle of the kitchen table. "What a blessing it is to have a cat in the house," he remarked aloud before hurrying out to buy good food. Where do you think that gold coin came from? Was it from the leprechaun? Maybe. They lived well for weeks on that coin. But soon the cupboard was bare again, and another gold coin appeared. "Consider this alone," Sean said, "until times are better. Thank you, cat." But when Sean went to buy his oatmeal and potatoes, there was more than one eyebrow raised in the village. A poor man might have saved one gold coin for hard times, but two? There he is, carrying the food back to his cottage. Gossip ran like water through fingers, and as it spread, it grew. Sean MacDonald must have a whole chest of gold coins hidden in his cottage. What many tongues say, be it true or not, many ears hear. Two robbers caught wind of the tale and decided that no one deserved Sean's gossiped gold more than they did. One crisp, dry morning they hid outside, waiting for Sean to leave. Then they slipped into his cottage, tossed the cupboards, and pried stones out of the fireplace. There they are, turning the cottage upside down, searching for the hidden gold. Those robbers. Such a clatter made Brian poke his head up from under the bed. There's that leprechaun, Brian. He was shocked at what he saw, but what happened next was worse. The cottage door swung open as Sean returned for a forgotten tool. Oh no! In no more time than it takes to tell, The robbers tied the poor man to a chair. "Tell us where you've hidden your gold," they bellowed. Fearing for Sean's safety, Brian banged his hammer against the floor to catch the robbers' attention. "Hey now, what's that?" one of the men asked. Fearing for Brian's safety, Sean spoke quickly. "No, don't you be fretting your wee little head. It's only the cat under the bed." "Cat," the man replied. "Well, the bed's the only place we haven't looked." As Sean worried, Brian grinned. Both robbers stuck their heads under the bed, and there they saw exactly what Brian had told them. A cat. But this was a wild cat. Eyes like lightning and claws like knives. The cat smiled at the robbers, then licked its lips, as if it found the sight of them tasty. With a shriek, the men tumbled backward, then fled as if the devil himself were at their heels. There they go, running off. And there's the leprechaun chuckling away. Brian laughed till tears ran down his cheeks. Sean chuckled as well as he wiggled free of the rope. Then he stretched and bowed in the direction of his pillow. "'Tis a grand thing, indeed, having a cat beneath the bed," he declared. "Aye," replied a voice from below, "and it's a pleasure having a friend above it." And they lived well and happily for the rest of their days. Well, folks, I hope that you enjoyed those St. Patrick's Day stories and that Irish music today. The best of Irish luck to you today and every day, and a very happy St. Patrick's Day to you. And one last piece of Gaelic for you. Be savolche agus cum levig. That's be safe and keep reading. Take care there, folks. I'm going to leave you with one more musical set, and this is actually a clip from our summer program, our Celtic folklore and music program from this past summer, featuring myself and Ian McCarg on the small pipes, Aileen McCarg on the whistle, and Tori Heft on the guitar. So we're going to be having this program again this next coming summer with some extra musicians as well. So I hope that you'll also come to that event. It's going to be a really great time. We had a fantastic time last summer, and I think everyone's going to really enjoy the music and the stories again this coming summer. And the summer is really on my mind because, you know, it's just around the corner. It's a couple of months away. So it's coming fast. And we're going to have a really great summer. We're actually already hard at work planning the summer program. So, well, I hope you guys enjoy this set. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye for now. 1, 2, 3.